My name is Allen Washington. I live at 1428 Cornell Drive, Dayton, Ohio. I come before you to discuss a matter. We currently have a boarding up contract out for bid, 700 units. I'm very concerned with the way special consideration is given to two classes. One class called the SBE, the other, the Section 3. Clearly, it's a HUD-funded project. Section 3 is a mandatory requirement for HUD. The language I've just given you speaks to the issue of preference for low-income residents in paragraph 1. It's my judgment that the 90% SBE requirement flies in the face of and operates in conflict with the 10% Section 3 requirement. What's that mean? You've got a definition in the definition section of Chapter 35 that defines an SBE. SBE is a firm that does less than $30 million a year and can be from anywhere in this state. That seems to suggest to me that it's going to operate in conflict with folks who are from the neighborhood. And if you're going to have some complaints about some things, I think you ought to make some recommendations. The recommendation that I make is that you not have a single 700-unit package, but rather have packages that are consistent with the priority boards around the neighborhood, whether it be one priority board, a couple of priority board, whichever makes economically feasible sense. But it's certainly you operate to the detriment of folks in the neighborhood by having it as a single 700-unit package. HUD has, in your specifications, I talk about 24, Part 85, which gives where HUD recommends ways you can do things for women, minority business, etc. One of the things that it recommends is that you split stuff up into smaller quantities and smaller packages to enable those folks to compete. That's a recommendation that comes to you as a part of your grant agreement with HUD. There is no recognition of the SBE classification anywhere in federal government. They recognize minorities, women, disadvantaged business. There's no such recognition. I would suggest that bid be pulled in, restructured, broken down into packages, compartmentalized, that make more economically feasible sense for local participants. I would recommend the removal of the 90% requirement and change it to a language for local business requirement, which is also the definition, which is also contained in chapter 35, and I've shared with you. There are also... Thank you.
Get on down to the Buckhorn Tavern, voted the best steakhouse in Dayton in 2009, 8800 Meeker Road, buckhorntavern.biz on the web.